We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Allen. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Allen. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Now Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. Up the middle, Murray. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's 1st down. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
A touchdown would obviously be ideal to start this overtime. They'd still need to play defense, but it's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. Tense moments in overtime of a Super Bowl. Remember, a touchdown doesn't yet clinch it as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Cook again, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down the 47. Well, if you like drama, especially in the biggest of all games, we are back for the 2nd overtime now in the Super Bowl. And they're going with some extra beef up front. They've got to have this one in overtime. It's 3rd and 1. A handoff. It's Murray. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early 1st downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least 1 more OT to decide it after this. I think we can safely call this one of the greatest games ever played as we now head to a 3rd overtime of this Super Bowl. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now a give. This is Murray. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Decision to be made on 4th and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach, because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But 4th and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
And he is going to have the Bills 1st down, so quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards. Up the middle, it's Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Cook following the penalty. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. First throw of overtime for Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 23. Well, Welcome back to the millions watching nationally and around the world. Boy, have you been in for a treat. An all-time classic as now we go